The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Wilson going to keep it on the option.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, quick hitter here, it's complete. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Tannehill. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins at 8-2 on the year. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quan Alexander, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. They run right side with Hunt, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
And they'll use it.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. To throw is Tannehill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill, quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To the air again, Tannehill. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They run again with Hunt. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. We're scoreless after 1. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And New York set to take the field. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets. Looking to throw. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, Hunt. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the Jets will take over. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They'll give to Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Tannehill now to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Tannehill. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And he whips that one incomplete there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again is Tannehill. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
New York set to take the field. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Now it's Wilson. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. On the counter, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 40-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. From the 27, Wilson. He'll get this right back to Reagor. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 41, Tannehill. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Tannehill throwing again. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime with a
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Now Tannehill. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Ryan Tannehill taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson caught right side. Davis.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A give running right is Hall.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Back to throw, Tannehill.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Tannehill on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Here's Tannehill. And a completion to Wilson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Sanders' kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now Wilson on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Throwing on second and long. Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 34. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tannehill. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Miami. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Wilson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
He'll throw from the gun.
And Wilson with it, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Flush to his right.
Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards.
And the Dolphins extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 29, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, he's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tannehill. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jalen Phillips from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 29 yards. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Tannehill. On target over the middle to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A give right side now to Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Tannehill. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Don't do us like that.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Hunt will try going up the middle. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now Tannehill. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Miami, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they